testify?
Yes, sir.
You'll all raise your right hand, please.
Each of you testifying or providing testimony, do you swear that the information you give before the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Okay, you put your hand down and you may proceed, Counselor.
Okay, Judge, thank you. I would call as my first witness Catherine Dunlop. Catherine, would you state your name for the record?
Catherine Dunlop.
And how did you know James Manning Ricketson?
I knew him from assistant.
We can't hardly hear her.
Okay. Swap around.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Pull in, get up close.
I met James through Cecilia Ricketson. I met Cecilia 12 years ago at GCM when my son went to GCM.
Okay, GCM is Goose Creek Memorial High School, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you've known him 10 or 12 years?
Yes, sir.
And I guess you kept up with Cecilia more than him through the years, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Y'all visited?
Yes, sir. We ate lunch several times together.
Okay. So she talked about the family and how things were going. Do you know how many children?
They have 3 daughters.
Okay. And do you know if he was ever married before?
No, he wasn't ever married before.
Okay. And do you know the names of his children?
Can I look at this?
Yeah, sure.
They have 3 daughters, Tiffany, Lori, and Carrie.
Okay. And you've heard them talked about.
Yes, many
All right.
times.
And he was married at the time of his death, wasn't he?
Yes, sir.
And he was married to Cecilia.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you know if they made a search for a will?
Yes, they looked around the house and never did find it.
Okay. And there were never any children around the house other than his own.
That's correct.
Okay. And you haven't been offered anything in return for your testimony other than maybe lunch or something.
No, sir.
Okay. And you're not going to inherit from him, are you?
No, sir.
I'd pass the witness, Judge.
Ms. Foss.
Good morning, Ms. Dunlop. I'm Lori Walsh. I'm the attorney ad litem. We've previously spoken. Since we spoke, has there been any information that has come into your knowledge that would indicate that Mr. Ricketson had any other children born to or adopted by him?
No, ma'am.
And did you ever have any conversations with Mr. Ricketson about having a will or needing to write a will?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So are you confident in telling the court that, to your knowledge, Mr. Ricketson's heirs are his wife, Cecilia, and his 3 daughters, Tiffany, Lori, and Carrie?
Correct.
Okay, I passed the witness.
Okay, call
Okay.
your next witness, Counselor.
Okay. Swap around again.
Got musical chairs going on, Wes.
Oh, yeah.
Guarantee you. Yeah, you're doing good.
Would you state your name for the record, please?
Paula Spinks.
Okay. And how did you know James Ricketson, James Manning Ricketson?
Cecilia and Carrie and I worked together.
Okay. So how long have you known him?
About 17 years.
All right. And do you know how many children he had?
3.
And 3. Do you know their names?
Tiffany, Lori, and Carrie.
Okay. And he was married once and only once, to the best of your knowledge, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And his spouse is Cecilia, the one that's here with you.
Yes, sir.
All right. And do you know if he had a will?
No, he did not.
Okay, you're pretty sure of that?
Mhm.
Never talked to him about a will?
No,
or
never
anything?
talked to him.
Okay. But you know they made a search for the will.
Yes, sir.
All right. And he never took any children in his home other than the children, his biological children, right?
Correct.
And you haven't been offered anything in return for your testimony,
No, sir.
and you're not going to inherit from him, are
No, sir.
you? Okay, pass the witness, Judge.
Counselor.
Good morning, Ms. Spinks. My name's Lori Walsh. I'm the attorney ad litem. I just have a couple questions for you. Are you aware that Mr. Ricketson died on December 28th of 2021?
Yes, ma'am.
And
I don't know what.
did he pass away in Pasadena? Harris County, Texas?
I'm not sure.
Okay, but you do know he passed away,
Yes, sir, ma'am.
and it was around the end of December, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And are you confident in telling the court that if Mr. Ricketson had any children other than Tiffany, Lori, and Carrie, you would have known about them?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you confident in telling the court that if he had been married to anyone other than Cecilia Ricketson, you would have known about that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I have no further questions, Your Honor.
All right, Counselor.
Okay. Would you state your name for the court, please?
Cecilia Ricketson,
And you were married to James Manning Ricketson, is that correct?
that's correct.
When were y'all married?
We were married September 27th, 1975.
Okay. And he was 69 years of age when he died.
Yes,
And 4 years, of course, have not elapsed since his death on December 28, 2021.
correct.
And y'all have a fixed place of residence in Chambers County. You
Yes,
still
sir.
live there, don't you?
Yes, sir.
And he was married to you at the time of the death, and he had no prior marriages.
No, no, sir. And yes, he was married to me.
Okay. And y'all had 3 children,
Yes,
Tiffany, Lori, and Carrie.
correct.
And he did not have a will when he died, did he?
No,
You looked for a will?
I did extensively.
Did y'all ever talk about it?
We had talked about a will, but because we had the majority of our funds set up with a financial advisor, we really didn't see a need.
Okay. Learned something, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I've learned a lot.
And you're telling the court that there is a need to administer this estate.
Yes, sir.
And he did not apply for or receive Medicaid during his lifetime, did he?
Yes, sir.
And you are qualified and not disqualified to be appointed as the administrator of this estate. Is that correct?
Correct.
Then you're asking the court to appoint you.
Yes, sir.
It is a small estate. It's not taxable federal inheritance tax, and you're asking the appraisers be waived.
Yes.
Okay. Pass the witness, Judge.
I have nothing on the administration, Your Honor.
Okay, so I see you both signed off on the judgment declaring heirship, and I'm going to approve that. And then the order granting letters of independent administration. And most importantly of all, get Lori paid.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
You're welcome. Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
for the court, we are
May we be-
adjourned. Have a good day, ladies. You too. Wes.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Yeah.